So for the last month and a half, so from mid-July to all of August, I've had a cousin stay with me to work so he can save up money and get an education where he lives, right? He's learning English and everything. Excuse that. But what I learned is family is it's everything, man. It gives you purpose, it gives you a reason to live, and I'm explaining why because my cousin is around 8 years younger than me, and he was essentially my apprentice for the last month and a half. And it was great to be able to share all my shortcomings, my successes, my knowledge to him so he can implement it in his life. And the thing about when you have somebody under your wing that's here to save up money and earn income, is you don't want to force everything that you live by on them. You just tell them what you believe in. They take pieces of that information, they store it in their brain so they can either implement it or recall it later down their life. And that's how I went about it. And because of that, I was able to enjoy my time with him while he was here. He just left a couple hours ago on a bus back to Mexico, which is like basically 12 hours away from where I live. And honestly, I felt really sad because even though he's my cousin, I felt like a brother was leaving me to go to the military. Like, see you later, man. I don't know when I'll see you, but hopefully I'll see you again. I can easily go see him if I wanted to, but it's different when they're 12 hours away versus down the street or room next door. So yeah, family is everything. I'm gonna miss the guy. I'll probably see him in a few months, and I actually have something to look forward to when I go visit Mexico. So that's my bloodline. That's where the blood is originated from. But culturally, and economically, and everything else, I am USA. As much as I don't take pride in it, it's just the truth. So it was good to, culturally learn about how he lives, what he looks forward to when he moves to the United States, because he is a U.S. citizen, but he's lived his whole life in Mexico. But now he's going to take advantage of his, citizenship and create an opportunity to better his own life, his family, his brother, sister, mom, whoever is important to him. And I feel like I did a pretty good job. And the one lesson that I want to share with you guys is no matter how much time you spend with somebody, if you're not actively trying to maximize the day, when that person leaves, it'll feel like there wasn't enough time. And even though we worked every single day together, or we went to the gym together, we went to the car wash together, you really got to put an effort to really connect with somebody, especially somebody who's in a different generation from you, like an 8-year gap. That's when you're graduating high school, they're barely entering middle school or the last year of primary school. So it's like way different life experience, different stages of life. And I actively did the best I could to, really make them feel at home, welcome, introduce them to raw milk, raw sardines, a steak, eating healthy, eating optimally, especially at his age. I told him, if you eat like this every day, if you can do this, you're gonna grow your frame, you're gonna be able to do the stuff that I wanted to do or that I wish I could do now, given the knowledge that I've learned. Because if I had known this at your age, I would have never worked out. I would have only got a job or made money just so I can be in a caloric surplus, but basically in an abundance of good food, milk, steak, organs, blood, everything. Because your frame, your health, your looks, it is everything while you're young. And then, you build your career, whatever wealth you have, or your family. Once you reach your career, your family, it really does not matter because you've settled, I believe. I believe that's natural. What I just said doesn't even make any fucking sense, but there's a point where you really have to lock in on your looks and health and everything, because if you don't, it's gonna dictate patterns in your life experiences. So I told him, lock in now, eat as much as you can, grow as much as you can, be as healthy as you can, and the rest will be easier. And I'm glad I've shared everything, didn't hold back, taught him so many things. And that was only a month and a half. Imagine if he was here for a year. And I'm excited. I'm excited, guys, because when he comes back to visit again, it's going to be in a new place. It's going to be I'm going to be the king of my domain, so it'll be on a new level. We'll be able to explore everything. I'll teach him more stuff. And by that time, he will have learned so many more skills, probably started a life of his own, because he's just entering life, right? He just graduated from high school. And he's going to do good things, that's for sure. He's going to do great. He's a great worker. I'm not going to say listening to orders is just something good about a person, but he made my life easier when he was working for me this last month and a half. And when you can have somebody like that on your team, you can do anything. That's all I'll say. I felt like we could do anything. We could tackle any job because he would just go and do it, and I would just take my effort to the next level, so it would make it easier for him. But yeah, he's probably a couple hours from me right now on the bus, so he's not that far away. But it feels like it just sucks when somebody close to you has to move or go back to somewhere else because they have different obligations. Like my sister, I love my sister. I really wish I could see her every single day. I wish I could just give her a hug, ask her how she's doing. It's different when they're so far, because when you're in close proximity, it's like you can amend things. You can make a bad situation good, bad, or a good situation bad, and it's like it repeats itself, and more memories, more bonding, right? Yeah, but when my sister leaves, it's like, wow, now she's gonna go back to the life that she has in a very far place from where we live now. And it sucks for the first day or two. But then you gotta go back to reality, lock in, and keep pushing forward. So right now I'm going through that phase where, man, he's my cousin, but felt like the brother that I wish I've always had, right? A brother under my wing that we could just do anything. And he never butted heads with me. He would just say, "Let's go, let's do it." I'm like, that type of dynamic was so awesome, because you need somebody like that in your life where you just tell them, "Hey, let's go do this, and we'll knock it out." How many people can you think of in your life that would do that? There's always going to be like, "Oh, but I got work," or "Oh, I don't really like that," or "Man, I'm tired." I'm like, a bunch of BS. At the end of the day, those people are not really, they don't want to be around you. So when you have somebody like that around you that is down to do it, down to do everything, I understand why clans and brotherhood is so important, because when you're locked in together, you can take on the world. That's such a fucking fact. And I think that's the reason why I already miss my cousin so much, because I could already name a bunch of other cousins who would be like, "Nah, I don't want to go," because I've had cousins do that. Female cousins, men for the most part, they always lock in with me and are down. But I could already see like, oh yeah, I stand corrected. I already had one cousin last year from my other side of the family, and he was the same age as my cousin now. And he was so weak, so lazy. He had health problems, but still, he was never locked in to do anything. Like, he didn't take advantage of the opportunity he had here. He was so in his shell, and I did my best to really take him to the next level. So, not even your own family is gonna lock in with you and be down to do everything. So that's what I appreciate about my cousin who was here with me for a month and a half. He came to work, paid him, but besides work, he was always down to do like, let's gym, let's go wherever, down. So, man, special person for sure. Always welcome here. But yeah, guys, I just want to share with that, because maybe you have a visitor coming soon. Maybe you have someone special in your life, or you're gonna meet somebody new who might become important to you. If they're the "I'm down, let's lock in, let's do it," no complaints, let's just get it. Oh my God, bro. Like, cherish that person, take care of that person well, teach them everything you can, try to make them be more successful than you. If you try to do that, that person will feel appreciated. So, that's all I gotta say. See ya.